Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm coming back and trying to do this video for the second time. I've actually taped it once before. The video that I want to do today is to show off my Disney Funko collection. I'm having a really hard time trying to figure out where to look, by the way. I'm trying to tape this from my phone. It's really hard to kind of determine that. I don't have a camera, so when I tape from my phone or my laptop. So I'm very low tech. But you know, I just wanted to show off my cool collection of my Funko Pops today. I'm going to be starting off with my non-Disney Funkos, which is my smallest kind of sub-collection, I guess you would call it. And so I wanted to just go through all of them, and this is actually one of the first times going to be opening one of these. I've had it for a while. I actually bought it for a gift, but I found out the person already has it, and I've been on the fence of whether or not I'm keeping it for myself. I finally made that decision that I want it, so yay, it's all mine. I'm gonna also adjust this just a little bit. And again, like I said, I am trying to figure out where to look, what to do, but we're gonna jump right into this and show you off the different pieces. So I figured I'd start off with one of the collections that I have. This is a movie collection. It came out this past year. There are, I think, a total of 6 different pops. One is a series of 3, and then there are 5 other individual pieces. So I have all but 2 of these right now. I haven't made the decision whether or not I'm going for the full collection or not, but this is one of my very favorite movies. It speaks to me from my career perspective because I do work in this kind of environment. I work in the institution, or not the institution, but the, oh, God, my brain, it's a Monday, I'm taping. But anyways, so in this same realm of IT, that's what I do for a living. I work in IT. So when this movie came out, I wasn't working in that, but now I am, and this movie just speaks to me even more. So the movie that I am speaking of, if you haven't quite figured it out just yet, is Office Space. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you off one of my very favorite ones, which is the first one that I found from this particular collection. It was an absolute fluke. So I don't know what you guys do when you come to hunting for your Funkos or looking for things. If you see something that you wanted to see what they had, just in case. What if they found, you know, they had the one thing that you're like, oh my God, this is exactly what I want right now. Well, that's what happened to me one day when I went into Target. I was just looking at the Funko Pop wall, and all of a sudden I came across the trio of the Funkos where you have Michael Bolton, Samir beating up on the printer, and it's just everything. So it's a little bit harder to show for this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to try and, oh, maybe not. I was gonna try and turn it around, but then I don't know how exactly to do that. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to show it piece by piece, but you'll get an idea of these guys. So first are the 2 pops themselves. So you have Samir here. What I love about this, first of all, for both of these, they do come with the little plastic stands, but I love the motion of Samir's tie. I think that's just amazing because during the whole scene, it's very active. They're kicking, they're using a bat, they're just coming at this printer like nobody's business. So the outfit is on point for him. The facial expression is just amazing. So it totally expresses my frustration with certain hardware pieces at my own office. So totally get it. And then you have Michael Bolton here, which again, if you've never seen the movie and you're confused by the whole Michael Bolton thing, they do make a fun joke about that too, because he shares the name with this pop star. But so Michael Bolton here is, again, you have the tie kind of swept off to the side. Even have the fact that he wears a watch. This is one of the bats that they were using during that scene. Again, outfit is just perfect. Pops really are 360 function, which is why I never get why people keep them in the box personally, because you got to take them out of the box to truly appreciate them. And then one of the things too that I have really found that I love this year is the glasses that Funko makes for their characters when they need glasses. They're just amazing. So give you a little bit of shot too with the printer. So here is the printer itself. This did come with the 2 pops, so I was just amazed how cool this was. I kind of wanted there to be somewhere on here showing the PC load letter on the printer, because that is the error message that Michael Bolton, who just fell off of his stand, by the way, was so frustrated with. But if you can see in here, I don't know if you can from this, but you should, if it focuses, should be able to see that the paper that is stuck in here are TPS reports. So it really did go through a bunch of those kind of details. So it is amazing. It is fantastic. I love that pop. So that was my very first one. This is the kind of series that I honestly always looked at, I thought about getting, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm okay. I'm okay without it. I'm okay without it. So then when I found those at Target, total fluke, like I said, I wasn't really sure if I planned on getting any more of them. But then I went into Box Lunch and found another pop that I never really expected to find, and you're gonna see that here in a minute. But it was a 2 for $18, so I cannot not try and find another pop to go along with that. So I ended up choosing this next Office Space character, probably my all-time favorite character from the movie. I think most people would say that about this movie, but that is Milton. So here we go with Milton. Again, you've got Funko and their amazing glasses. You've got Milton's little pocket protector here. And of course, the red swing line stapler. It is just amazing. Give you a little bit of the back here. I love this. The character himself is just so brilliantly played by Mike Judge. I love him. I think he just took that character to a whole new level. Really just makes me laugh every time I think about it, every time I watch it. Probably one of those movies that I've seen 100 times at least, but I can't help myself. So that is my Milton. And then my other one that I had to get from the series above anything else was the bad boss himself, Bill Lumbergh. So here you go. And another thing I love about these particular pops, since they're based on the real people, it looks like him. You know, you look at this pop and you know that that's who it is. If you've seen the movie, you know. So he's got his coffee, he's got the suspenders and the tie. His little badge is clipped on to his belt. Again, with the glasses, they are amazing. They're so on point. Little suspenders to the back. I mean, seriously, you feel like he is sauntering up to the desk to talk to Peter and have him work on the weekends. It's just, yeah. I can't get over how amazing these particular props are. So the 2 from the series that I haven't gotten yet are Peter, who is the main character, and his girlfriend, Joanna. I wouldn't mind getting the Joanna one or the Peter one if I find good prices for it, but those are even harder to come by now. I still see the Miltons and the Bill Lumberghs out there, but I don't see the other 2 quite as much. I don't know if that's because they didn't order as much because they knew it wasn't going to be as popular, or maybe those sold out already and I missed the boat. So if I come across them, I would get them. It have to be a good price though. I'm kind of a stickler about what prices I go for. So the next one actually is the one that I got in combination with Milton for the 2 for $18. This is another pop that when I first saw them come out, I was like, yeah, okay, I love it, I want it. But at that time, I had no non-Disney Pops, and I was trying to stick to that. But unfortunately, it didn't stick. Because when I went into the box lunch, she told me that she had this one behind the counter. They only got 2 in, and she wasn't sure the next time they were going to get it. So I'm like, I have to do it. One of my favorite non-Disney kid movies and kid series, or at least just animated series, I guess. Better way of phrasing it, but that is Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. This pop is just amazing. The only thing I'm not too crazy about is the eyes. I don't know why they had to do this like green eye look. Toothless in the movie does have expressive eyes, so I don't know why he couldn't be shown like that. But I guess with the pops, since they're all solid color eyes, you can't go black, so you had to go with something different. But I love Toothless and his eyes in general, so that's the only thing that I would say that I don't like about this. But the detail on him, and this one's a much more fun 360 because the wings in the back, his gear for how Hiccup had fixed his tail are all right here. You've got like the little red add-on piece to his tail that Hiccup fashioned, as well as the drawing on the tail here on this side. The whole thing is just amazing. This series, from start to finish, has been one of my favorite set of movies. I've seen this so many times. I've seen at least the last 2 in the theater with my one niece, and she and I are big fans. I wasn't even sure if I was going to buy that for me or for her, but I decided that I wanted it. So I don't know if that makes me a bad aunt or not, but I wanted it. So my next one I'm going to go with is one that when I saw it come out in the description, or in the, I don't know if I first saw it on the Funko site or if I first saw it in Instagram or something like that, but it was a new one that came out this year. A lot of times they take like the advertisements and things like that, and the mascots, and put those out. And one of the ones that I saw come out recently was Sprout from the Jolly Green Giant. So here we go. Now, this is probably not one that most people would gravitate towards, you know, unless you're a huge fan of vegetables, or you just like all the advertising ones, because he is adorable. I love his outfit. I love the colors. He is so very cute. But the reason why I needed this guy, Sprout is actually one of my old work nicknames. About 20 years ago, which is insane to think about, I was working at a dealership, a semi-truck dealership, and I worked in the parts department, and my colleague, or my sister who also worked there, she was the office manager, and, whoa, excuse me, she was referred to by one of my service folks as the head bean counter. Thank you. I couldn't think of the words right now. Head bean counter. And so because my sister was the head bean counter, I must be Little Sprout. So Sprout became my nickname there. I was pretty much known by that by everybody in the service department. Some of the parts people called me that as well. And one of my colleagues, actually the one that had named me that, he has been calling me that for the past 20 years, so I love that name. I love that reference to Sprout, and when I saw this guy, I mean, he's just too cute for words. I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to have him, but for me, it was a special name and a special memory, so I had to get him to have on my work desk. So that'll be coming with me back to my office when we move back into our office space. No pun intended with the office space characters I've already shown, but he's coming back in. So very excited to see him show up at my desk soon enough and sit there when I'm in my office. So my last 2 that I have out already that I'm going to show you are not Pops necessarily, but they are the Funko Pez line. These are two of my favorite Harry Potter characters, so I've been on the fence about adding Harry Potter characters to my Funko collection, and it'll be a while before I get anything new anyway, so these were a good little fun, you know, a small add-on, won't take up too much room, did not cost that much. I got them for a really good sale price at Hot Topic. But so first of all, I have Dobby. So with these, obviously, the only thing that is character is going to be the head. You don't really get a back end for this, but it's just, he's such a cute little guy. Cute little house elf. I love Dobby as a character. He is definitely one of my favorites from the series, book and movies. Just, he's so adorable for words. And then one of my other favorite characters is actually Luna Lovegood. And I love this particular representation of her because the glasses from the scene on the train, she just, first of all, the colors are great, but just, it was so funny, so her. You even get a little bit of her hair back here, pulled back, and she has, I forget what the significance was of the earrings. I know it's in the book. It's been a while. So, but I think that detail too is really great because they definitely did make mention of that for her. And so I love that. So yeah, in addition to that, I also have one brand new one that I got from Half Price Books. This is another place that I get a lot of my pops, or at least look for them. $9.99 is a little bit on the higher end, quite frankly, of what I buy, but I kind of had to do it because this is my favorite of all the bad guys in the movie, and that is Bellatrix Lestrange. So I will be opening her up right now for the very first time. And then here's the series too that she came out of. So you've got Bellatrix, you've got Fred and George, Harry with Wand, Lucius, Minerva McGonagall, Mad-Eye Moody, and Dolores Umbridge. I think if I were to keep going on my Harry Potter kick for this, getting Dolores to add to my baddies collection, much like my Disney life, I always love the bad characters from these movies just because they're fun, they're interesting. They provide a little bit more than I think the average. So, but yeah, so this is the first time I'm pulling her out. So here we go. I love her hair, first off, and the whole like one strand coming down across her face. That's very much how she was shown in the movie. Her outfit is definitely on point. Painted nails, black, which is amazing. Her wand. And then in the back, her hair just, again, her hair is just like that, almost, she kind of reminds me of Medusa a little bit. Let me know what you think about, if you get that same kind of vibe, like these are snakes. Just coming from her, that would totally be a spell that I think she would probably go ahead and do, whether it was to first turn her hair into the snakes and then turn you to stone, or just in general. But good God, she is perfect looking. So I'm really glad I decided to keep her. She is one of those that it's been sitting in my closet for a while, not quite sure what to do. So really excited, really happy I finally did that. And that is all I have currently for my non-Disney. I am on kind of a current freeze of purchasing pops, so hopefully I'll stick to it. I've said that before. I actually had not too long ago purchased one when I was supposed to already be on this freeze, but you know, sometimes you just go for it. So, hope you guys liked this video. Leave me a comment down below which of my non-Disney Pops are your favorites. Do you have any favorite non-Disney Pops that you own? Or even just what's your favorite Pop in general from your collection if you collect them. So, let me know down below, and I hope to hear from you. And I will hopefully be putting out my next round of these, which will probably be my villains from Disney. Will be my next set of Pops that I will show off. So thanks a lot, and I hope you have a really great day. Bye.